I wish you health, dear Ukrainians. Good weather, which we now almost do not notice. A clear sky. There is no such thing over Kiev today. Over Kiev and other cities of our state. This is due to missile strikes and enemy aircraft. The streets are quiet, but I believe and I know it is not for long, not forever. That's why we work. That is why we fight. That is why we do not give what's ours. Today, we celebrate our purely Ukrainian holiday, Volunteer Day. It is our ability to instantly unite during ordeals, to find common ground, and to fight together that creates our character, Ukrainian character. We may not notice each other in everyday life. We can all agree this happens to us. But when we see a threat to our way of life, to our spirit, when we see a threat to Ukraine, our state, we do not hesitate for even a moment. If we are Ukrainians, then we unite. We do everything to protect what's ours. Ukrainians do not need to be persuaded to become volunteers. Ukrainians do not need to be encouraged to start helping each other. Strong support for the armed forces by all the people of Ukraine, a sincere volunteer movement, masses joining the territorial defense, the solidarity of all our people. These are the prerequisites for victory, prerequisites for the liberation of our entire country, the only and the best. For us, Ukraine is not just a territory as it is for the invaders. They do not distinguish between anything here. They do not understand anything. That is why for them, everything is just a target. For us, Ukraine is millions of happy moments, native symbols, memorable places. We feel this land. For us, Ukraine is our life, and that is why millions of people have come to the defense of our state today. That is why today we are all volunteers, all those who defend Ukraine and our children, those who defend our future. To all who feel this call, a call to defend Ukraine, who are volunteers in battles or in the information troops, who protect roads and cities, all diplomats, formal and informal, everyone who helps with technology, who keep businesses, who supply the necessary goods and products, who save and heal, no matter the circumstances, those who work in transportation, who provide communication and repair networks. I am grateful to all of them, and I sincerely congratulate you, each of the volunteers, each of the millions working together to win. Today is the 19th day of our resistance. The armed forces of Ukraine are holding on bravely and creatively. We inflict such losses on the enemy that he no longer knows where else to look for reserves, where else to look for help. Help for himself, help for the invader. This is pathetic, but we have no right to relax. The Russian state has been preparing for war for decades. They have accumulated significant military resources for evil, for the conquest of neighbors, and for the destruction of Ukraine and of Europe as we know it, as we value it. That is why we have to hold on. We have to fight, to win, to come to the peace that Ukrainians deserve. A fair peace with security guarantees for our state, for our people, and to put it on paper in difficult negotiations. The video meeting of the delegations has already started today. It continues. Everyone is waiting for the news. We will definitely report it in the evening. As long as the state is at war, as long as the people are defending themselves, the economy must be preserved and restored as much as possible in the current difficult conditions. Life must appear on the streets of the cities where security allows, wherever people can provide it. Pharmacies, trade, any business that can work for the country to live. for the restoration of Ukraine to begin, and it depends on each of us who is able to work. Economic suppression of Ukraine is one of the goals of the war against us, and we have to fight back against that as well. We must save our economy, save our people. Therefore, the government has received a clear instruction to help small and medium-sized businesses return, to remove any obstacles, reduce taxes as much as possible, to remove absolutely all roadblocks, so that the system does not press, so that people know that they can work however they can, wherever they can. A new tax model is needed during the war and for post-war development. The financial rules, too, need to be updated to make people feel that they can be flexible, feel that all their money and valuables will be saved, and that they shouldn't be afraid of losing anything, because the state guarantees the security of their assets and the security of their savings. The cabinet of ministers are already working on how to regulate this. A day or two, and there will be details. Ukrainians. Russian troops continue to destroy our infrastructure, continue to destroy our cities, the Kiev region, the Chernihiv region, Sumy region, Kharkiv, the south, Donbass. But we know this: we will rebuild everything. Every street of every city, every house, every apartment of every Ukrainian. After the war, I am confident we can do it quickly. We will direct all our efforts towards this. With all the help of the world, we are already creating funds for Ukrainians to live. But now, while the invaders are still on our land, we must beat them as best we can. Drive them away in any way we can. Defend the cities, defend the villages, defend every meter of our land and every inch of our heart. Ukrainian heart, Ukrainian soul. Help each other, support each other, support the defense, and protect the state. Together, we will surely win. Glory to Ukraine.